So, who else is just extremely disappointed in the amount of hate that still exists in this country in 2025? Yeah, me too. You know, if you're my age, Gen X, I'm 51. Am I 51? I'm 51. But anyway, when we were young, we learned a lot about, slavery and then civil rights and just all the things that happened in the history of the United States. And I think we went through a period of time where we sort of convinced ourselves that we were getting better, that a lot of that was going away, that we were improving. But now I don't think we ever were. I think what we're seeing today is that technology and access to large groups of people and the ability to reach mass numbers through the internet and through social media applications, I think what we're seeing today is that technology has just uncovered a lot of the hate that we assumed was going away because we weren't exposed to it every day. The fact of the matter is, it is still here in full force. It never went away. It was always here. And at least for my generation, I think we grew up and we saw, or what we thought we saw was improvement, and it made us feel a lot better because we were trying to create a world that our kids were going to live in and our grandkids were going to live in. And we didn't want them to live, in times similar to those that we had historically in this country. And now we're all faced with the reality that that's just not a thing. Our kids are going to be exposed to all the hate. Our grandkids are going to be exposed. This is not changing. If anything, it's getting worse. Because these people that hate have so much easier access to reach them and spread their hate. And I think for me, that's probably the biggest disappointment in this country right now. And look, I totally understand that my viewpoint or perspective may not land well with a lot of people, like, minorities and women who maybe didn't see what I thought was happening around us during my lifetime. Maybe they continued to experience things from the past. But this is what I wrestle with today. I was never ignorant enough to believe that, hate and discrimination had disappeared. I just thought we were getting better at it. You know what I mean? I thought there's less of it. As time goes by, new generations come up. They're better informed. They're more empathetic. They don't have the hate. I was wrong. I was wrong. Thanks.